Welcome to the second part, guys. In second part, what we are going to do is we are going to create a login form in Android Studio and use the username and password which is entered by user during registration process to access into the application. If the user enter other than the registered username and password, we need to display error message. So let's do it. First of all, we are going to write the backend code. So open up VS Code and go to File, click on New File. Save that file inside the www folder, and any folder inside the www you want to save, and give the name and give the extension .php and click save. Now we need to connect this application with the database, so you can simply copy this code from here, Ctrl C, and PHP, close PHP, and inside PHP paste that code. And now here, when the user enter username and password in the Android application and click login button, that username and password will be transferred to the PHP file through the URL, and we need to store the user enter username and password to some variable and check whether that username and password match with the registered username and password or not. So what I am going to do is I am going to store the user enter username and password in some variable. So is equal to $_post. Here goes the index username. This index should be matched with the index that we are going to write in the Android code. So I am going to show you in the Android Studio. And we need to write the query. So query is equal to, we need to write the select query. So go to your database, click on SQL and click on select. Simply copy this query and paste over here. Now we need to select only username and password, so you can delete it. And the condition is where username is equal to user underscore name and password is equal to pass underscore or. Now we need to execute this query. So result is equal to, and store that executed query in some variable, MySQL underscore query, here goes connection, and then query. Now if the user entered username and password matches the database username and password, we need to display the message. So we need to check whether the user entered username and password is matched with the registered username and password or not. So MySQL underscore nom underscore row, and then here goes result is greater than or 0. What we need to do is we need to display the message echo login success. Otherwise else echo login failed. That's it, and save it in the backend part. Now go back to Android Studio. We need to add another activity. So right click over the top folder, click on new, click on activity, and then click on empty activity. Give the activity name login and then click on finish. Activity added successfully. Now expand that resource directory, again expand layout and double click that activity underscore login.xml file. Now we need to design a simple login form. So let me zoom it, and from the text drag and drop plain text over the form. Now arrange it. Let me arrange it. Now we need to use the different ID for each control within an application. So in a registration form, we have used txt user for username field. So here we are going to use txt username, and you can also provide the hint username and remove that text. Again, drag and drop another plain text, and let me arrange it again and give the ID. So txt password, because txt pass is already used in registration form. Again, go to common, drag and drop one button over the form, and give the text login and ID btn log, because btn login is already used. So remove the text of password field. You can also provide a hint. So password, you need to use this password field, but I am going to use plain text because I need to show you the exact username and password. So I use plain text, but you need to use password field. Now go to login.java file. So expand that Java folder. Again, expand top folder and double click that login.java. Now declare your control inside the class. So button underscore btn log, and edit text underscore txt username underscore txt password. Now initialize each control inside the onCreate method. Underscore btn log is equal to find the by id r.id.btn log. The id is that we give in .xml file. There you go, btn log, and underscore txt username is equal to find by id r.id.txt username underscore txt password is equal to find by id r.id.txt password. There you go. Now go back to main activity.java file, and we need to do one more thing, because when the user click this login button, we need to display this login form. So in main activity, what we are going to do is we are going to create the listening event of the login button. Btn login dot set on click listener new view on click listener, and we are going to use the intent. So intent is equal to new intent and main activity dot this and login dot class, and start activity intent. Now go to login.java file and click the listening event of btn log dot set on click listener new view dot on click listener. Now here we are going to store the enter username and password in some variable. So string user underscore name is equal to underscore txt user dot get text dot to string password is equal to txt password dot get text dot toString. Define another variable string. Type is equal to login. Now go to background tags.java class and we need to change the code of doing background method little bit, because while we are writing the code for register only, we can store the user enter value in some variable anywhere inside the doing background method, because we have created only one object of background tags class and pass the corresponding value through parameter. But while we are doing both register and login, we have to create another object of background tags class and pass the value through the parameter. If we do not write the corresponding code, means register case and login case code, and store the value in corresponding block, error may arise because we have to pass 5 parameter in case of register and 2 parameter in case of login, and we are receiving the value through index and store that value in variable and pass that value through URL and check that value in PHP file. If we do not store the corresponding variable value inside the corresponding block, value override and cannot perform what we want. So code this code from here to here, and inside the register case paste that code. Now here we check the user type. Here you can see we check the user type. If the user select the register type, we store the corresponding value in register block, and here we need to do one more thing. String login URL is equal to http 10.0.2.2/example/ the PHP file name and the PHP login dot PHP. Now when the user select the register case, the corresponding value are stored in the corresponding variable, and when the user select the login case, what we need to do is we need to store the corresponding value in the corresponding variable. So simply copy this code from here to here, and here goes else if type dot equal login. What we need to do is simply paste that code, and we need to edit this code little bit and simply remove this code, and here is the variable name also, user underscore name, and the index is 1 and the index is here goes 2, and here pass underscore or change the variable name also, and we need to pass the login URL. So login URL, and here this one is login data, so change this variable also, login data. Here goes login data, login data. So remove this, and we need to change the variable name. And this is the index. This index should be exactly same as the index that we gave in the PHP file. Here, this one. Now go back to activity underscore login.xml file, and there you can see there is one warning saying that it is not a customer view and at runtime it will jump to 0.0. So we need to do one more thing over here. Let me decrease the size of this text box, and here you can see there is one symbol info constant. Click that symbol. Now go back to login.java file, and here we need to create the object of background tags class. So background tags is equal to new background tags get application context background tags dot execute, pass the parameter type, username and password. Now run your application. Okay. Activity launched successfully. Now let's open it and click that login button. Now we need to enter the username and password that the user entered while registering to this application. So let me see the register username and password. So click on browse. Here username is TSN, password is TSN123. So here goes TSN, password is TSN123, and click login. Message to display login successfully. Oops, we got some error. Again, let me see it. MySQL under expert on parameter to be MySQL underscore result. Now go back to PHP file and let's check the code. Here we copy it from the register code, so here may not be error. Now here we store the corresponding value in some variable here, and we may have some error in query. So let's check the query. Select username and password from this database table where username is equal to user name and password is equal to password. Oops, here we forget to close the code, so close it, save it, and again go back to application and click login. Message to display login success. And if you enter username and password other than the register one, we need to display the message to the user saying that error. So let me check it. Login failed. Again check it. Login failed. So that's it in this video tutorial, guys. If you like this video, share this video with your friends so that they can know about this useful tutorial, and give thumbs up, which really motivates us to make such programming video, and stay connected with this channel. In order to stay connected with this channel, you need to subscribe this channel, and don't forget to press that bell icon, because when I upload a new tutorial, you will get the notification. So thank you once again for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye bye.